Stephanie, do you want me to tell you a bedtime story?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do Goldilocks.
And then
Goldilocks was of lower economic and social status.
No!
And she had many, many problems, one of them being homelessness. Now, once, after having a crisis at home, Goldilocks simply had to leave her abode because it was far too stressful to stay.
No, that's not a good story. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears.
That's about the breadlines in Russia. It's a story about female oppression.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Quiet!
Okay. That's the last time I share ideas with you.
We walk the halls of life, see the things that we want to say, be what we want to be. Wherever I go, I search for me. Now it's all we have. Now it's all we'll ever have. To live our life. Now it's everything.
We have 20 days left of school, and we are off to, like, the real world.
It's actually really kind of scaring me. I really don't want to, like, leave and, like, go into a place I'm unknown.
Like, I can't wait to get older.
Guys, get out of here. You're all in my business now.
Okay, go.
I'm an adult now, crying out loud.
It's gonna be weird not living side by side with my family. I love them. I depend on them so much.
You have to respect me.
But I definitely could do without seeing my mother for at least 17 years.
It's time to go out there and to grow up and be independent, and that means letting go and moving on.
My mom was on her 3rd marriage. I'm sure she regrets a lot of things about how things should have been. So you're gonna go on number 4 now?
That's not your business. But now maybe I want to have only boyfriends. What about that?
Well, that'd be creating a very unstable home life for my little sister, so I'd have to object.
You are jealous, man.
My mom left Ecuador when I was 2 to come to the U.S. to make money. She made a lot of sacrifices for the things that she did. One of the things she did was sacrifice us. Maybe it was worth it. I don't think it was.
Good morning, Highland Park. We're in the midst of our AP exams. We've had our prom. We're marching towards graduation. There's sun shining somewhere.
College and stuff like that. It's like closing the door.
Hi, is Mr. Benebe?
I got my application and everything. It's the first step that I have to take towards responsibility. And I'm the childish kid that I am. Responsibility is my enemy.
They have an open admissions policy. You know, you're going to be able to get in. The important part, I think, is that they provide for you the right type of environment once you get there. Okay?
So this is like the final stages, right?
This is the next step.
I don't know what I want to do with college, damn it. One minute I want to go to CLC, the next minute I want to go to Colombia, next minute I want to stay home for a year, next minute I want to go to Chile for a year or something like that. Not Chile, but...
You can't stay home for a year unless you're in school.
Can you feel the love?
There's nothing to do with love, that's just reality. Reality is that everybody who are your friends are going to be doing something next year. Whether it's still being in high school or being at CLC or something like that, and you can't be the guy who's doing nothing. It's Morgan who doesn't want to grow up. Morgan has been in this, with the 2 magnetic poles. I'm a little kid and I'm an adult. And there's this very strong pull back towards being the adolescent with no responsibility. He's going through all of the same things of trying to cut all the strings, but he's got no place to go.
The tugging must stop. Holding on with all my energy, knowing there's not much left. Every day becomes more of a struggle. Every day putting forth all the energy. Every day feeling myself closer to disaster. Me and my mom had a big blow up. Like every other fight, it started screaming and yelling, fighting about everything and anything. and she started saying, pack your bags. Michael, she didn't even tell me why she was so mad last night. She just says, you always do this, you always do that. Because she's mad at me about something she can't even pinpoint.
Think anyone wanted any of this?
No. I've got one older brother, Michael. When we get in conflict, my mom and I, he'll be my voice and he'll be her voice. You know what? I'm not the one who, if I change, this whole relationship's gonna be better.
You guys don't listen to each other. It's like a game. So you don't know you're playing, but you're playing it all day long. And it sucks. You don't want to be the bigger person anymore. Well, you have to.
Michael, she told me I must pack my stuff.
Throwing Ellie out of the house was probably the most difficult thing for me to do. Selfishly, I thought I was going to go out of my mind, and I just needed her to go away. And I needed that space. And that was hard. That was really tough.
I feel like we're lost. I feel like we have nothing. I feel like everything that we've ever worked for has completely been cut. She could truly understand everything inside of me. I don't think we'd be fighting quite like we do. Hello? Do you think it's possible I can sleep at your house tonight? I'm not really, at my house anymore.
Pablo, can you push me? Come.
When my mom had her second marriage, it lasted very little, just like her third marriage, I think, is going to last very short. And she had one child, which was my little sister, and then my mom and her second husband split. So when I see Stephanie, I kind of see myself. She makes me proud.
There you go, you're mine.
That's cool. How many things in my life make me proud?
If I didn't love you so much, I would eat you.
Well, I've been waiting for you the whole time. Mom, I just want you to consider Stephanie and be sure of how it is that you're going to be telling her what's going to happen. Because she calls him, Dad. And if he's gone, what's she going to think? This is the second dad that's left on her. And that's not fair. How's this going to affect our income? What are we going to do? Bye.
I don't want to be alone but I'm alone, I miss Mama.
Stephanie, tomorrow we're going to shopping something.
All I really wanted from her was for her to be there for me. If she wants to think that she gets to choose when it is that she's going to be fulfilling her maternal role, well, then I don't want it at all. All 4 years of high school, gym doesn't mean nothing. It's just stupid. And now, for my last week, it's the only important thing. If I don't have 2 absences cleared in gym, my gym teacher will fail me. I will not get my diploma, so now I have to go beg my mother to, let me graduate.
You get out from work at 6 o'clock.
I do not. I get off of work at 9 o'clock.
And why don't tell Mom I get out from work at 9 o'clock?
Because because I've been coming home at 9 o'clock the days that I've been working.
Where are you working now?
What do you mean, Helix? All I need is April 14th and April 17th.
They have rules, Pablo.
What?
They have rules.
It's not about rules, so don't even say
I'm
that.
thinking in you, but you don't
Mother,
think
I
in
called
me.
you and asked you. I feel trapped. My mom and I have been having problems for a while. There's been so many times that I just wish I could have said something to her, but we just don't know the words. I've become so desperate that I'll try anything just to get out.
When you do your presentations, they are worth 100 points. Some of you, graduation depends upon it. I was talking to a counselor just at lunchtime today, and she told me that one particular individual, whether or not they graduate, depends on this class. Is accurate as of last Friday.
Wait a second. I'm gonna like a D+.
That's about right.
Miss Evans, can I get credit for these three? I got another one coming, but I have to have him sign it. I have one.
That's too old.
But you said I could turn it in last Friday.
5-1.
When's that? We're gonna get a little late, but
Today's 5-9.
damn, come on, Miss Evans.
It's not like he can't get the credits made up and still be on track for the fall. He's really trying, and it's like this one shouldn't be the one that's the end of the world. I mean, you know. All right, Ted, thank you very much. Appreciate your ear. Yeah, you too. Bye-bye. Morgan, I need to talk to you, please.
I will. You're on the phone still.
I'm off the phone.
Okay, tell me. What's going on?
What's going on in school? Wait a minute. Stop it. What's going on in school? Sit down a minute.
I'm doing good in all my classes. Thank you very much.
I've already got your... Now, look, I'm raising hell. I talked to Dean Lawrence about just to find out what the facts are, okay? And I think that you got to be a fucking angel. You understand? There are 2 classes he's taking which are requirements for graduation. And then there's a question as to whether he's going to pass them.
Duncan! It's Duncan!
Morgan is terrified of leaving high school, and he may subconsciously be trying to keep himself there.
Duncan, thank you. You're so mean. Duncan, guess what? What? I'm not doing good in school.
Hello? I was wondering if I happen to be able to meet with you today. I'm going to cut the umbilical cord myself, and I'm going to show my mom that I am fully independent, and what best way to tell her that than by telling her I'm a soldier. Stephanie Pie.
What?
Guess what I'm doing today?
What are you doing?
I'm going to join the army.
Oh, man, I want to go too.
Do you know what a soldier is?
Yeah.
What's a soldier?
A soldier is if there's a monster, you could kill him.
If I become a soldier, will you come and will you visit me?
I want somebody to carry me and give me a pony ride.
I'm gonna graduate? No, Michael. She's telling our family that I'm not gonna graduate. She can't even admit anything. How she feels. But I have to come home and get my laundry, and I'm not gonna talk with you anymore like this. All right? All right, bye.
Oh, you know what this is?
Oh my God, let me see. Oh, that's a really cute picture.
Aww. They look the same.
It's hard. I don't know. She feels like I'm not there. I'm disconnected, and I think I know it all, but I don't. It sucks because, like, I'm adopted, and she fought so hard to get me. She told me she'd pray to have a beautiful daughter. We just need to live with each other and, like, you know what, get what we want out of each other. We need to learn how to go parallel together instead of perpendicular.
I have to prove to my mom that I'm going to start taking responsibility for my life. Going to the Marines is going to be my declaration of independence. It's not like I have some deep-seated need to go kill somebody. I just have a deep-seated need to be somebody.
Does she have full custody?
Yes.
She has absolute full custody. And your dad, how does he feel about it?
Both of them would support whether I joined the Marines or whether I joined a cabaret, you know.
Great. So let's get started with the paperwork. This is the drug abuse screening form. Okay, have you ever taken any type of speed?
Like caffeine or like...
No, amphetamines?
Amphetamine.
Yeah, like kind of illegal drugs or anything?
No, not to my knowledge.
Mescaline?
Mescaline?
Mescaline? Yeah, sorry.
Nope.
Mushrooms of any sort?
Probably nothing illegal.
Okay, opium?
Not in this country.
Peyote, cocaine, heroin, Valium, marijuana, PCP, LSD.
Why the f was I so naive? You can be whoever you want to be. Obviously, I can't be a Marine. Well, he was reading his little list. Have you ever done uppers? Have you ever done downers? Have you ever done shrooms? Have you ever done this? Have you ever done that? I can chuck off nearly every one. Well, not the bad ones. I've never done cocaine or heroin or any of that. All right, well, what the hell do I do now?
What have I gotten from the school? A lot of and I may not graduate. They're gonna take it away as if I was the badass. And it wasn't like that at all.
What happened in school today that I got this pissy message from?
Nothing. We were joking around and somebody made a comment and then I repeated the comment.
That's all there is to it.
Mr. Lawrence took it as, well, I see that you took responsibility for it and I see that you came in here on your own regard about it and stuff like that.
This is Dean Lawrence who said to you and I when he saw you about 4 weeks ago, if he saw you again, you weren't going to graduate. Is that anything happening there, or are you okay?
No, I'm good. I'm okay. He's being a prick.
Maureen, the quicker you get your feet on the ground and get the out, the happier we're going to be.
I feel like, maybe I was setting myself up for failure, and I pray to God that I make it. I mean, if I don't make it, then I'm screwed.
Would you like to meet?
Dinner?
Where?
Gianni's?
I'll see you there.
Holding on, going down with the ship. Holding on, I've been here, hanging in.
It is hard to constantly hear someone going at you.
I hear you, Allie.
That's not good enough, you saying I hear you. That's supposed to make it all me, make me feel all better. I get frustrated. You don't think I get frustrated, Allie? If you put however I feel aside.
No, I don't. You feel that way. But I am telling you...
You feel that way, period. There's things that I want to get across that you do not listen to.
I also feel that way.
You just never stop.
Ellie, it's been a horrible year.
I understand this, Mom. When I get cute little messages from you on the car phone, I, save them. I'm such a dork. I really do. I save them.
What hurts so bad and what has made this year so terrible is that every single hour of the day, somehow, you're in my mind some way, shape, or form. Okay? So maybe this is a new revelation to you, but there's not an hour of the day, Ellie, and I'm not lying, I'm not bullshitting with you, that I don't think about you.
It's hard when we don't talk, because it's like there's so much I want to say to her. I think when we go through those periods of not talking, finally when we talk, we're like, I love you.
What I want is to be living on my own, and I'm going to do whatever I can. And before I thought I could do that with the Marines. Now I'm going to have to deal with my mom, and I was so ready to just move out and move on. Mom, number one, I needed to borrow some money from you. You said you couldn't trust me. Here's my phone. No. I'm asking you, Mother. I was talking to you for a second. Just let me
to me like that.
Just let me talk to you for 1 second. Here's my phone. If I don't return the $30 to you, just pawn it and keep the money. Here.
Pablo.
I'm just asking. Fine,
Pablo,
if I don't borrow
it
from you, I'm going to borrow it from somebody else.
Sit down, listen. You ought to respect me.
Fine.
You don't put on in my place.
I was just asking to borrow $30, Mom. If you don't want me to, that's fine.
Pablo, try to be a man.
I am a man. I just don't need you.
No, you're not a man.
Fine, then I'm not a man.
And then
Fine.
you are a
Good.
man.
Fine.
You can sit down and think.
Mother, I was a man when I was 7, okay?
No,
Yes, for my life, I'm responsible,
you keep
okay?
me up many
That's
nights.
your life.
That's me.
And that makes you a
I'm
good
not live
human
only
being.
for me. I live for the rest.
And that makes you a good human being, okay? And that makes me
selfish. Yeah. Why you have to go this summer school for gym?
Am I going to summer school for gym?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Who tell that?
I finished that, Mother.
I don't want to.
I have my cap and my gown in my car. Okay.
I know that. Anyway, you are bad or good. You are my son, and I love you, Pablo.
That's good.
But where you go? Where are you?
Well,
where are you when I need you? Where are you when I want to hug you? Where are you when I want to say I love you, Pablo? Pablo, I raised you.
Then you tell me that when I come home. You tell me that when I come home, and you don't tell me.
I tell you all the time on the phone. I tell you all the time. Yes, I tell you.
You don't tell me that when you're telling me that I'm in your house.
All the time. I love you. You know that. Pablo,
you act like this.
Pablo, you know how much I love you. You know that.
I swear to God.
You know that.
When we fight, it's like we're not even really talking to each other. We say the most hurtful things.
Not really scared.
Of course we're not scared. My deepest aspiration for Stephanie is that, maybe all the stuff that my mom and I have gone through will be worth it to help my little sister when she becomes my age. I hope that they can talk things through, that they can speak to each other, and my sister doesn't have to deal with the desperation of needing to leave, the desperation of needing to escape her own home.
Next time on American High.
One more day. Done with high school. It's over.
4 years has been enough.
I'm going out with a bang.
I just can't believe it's over.
School's over.
Next time on American High.
That's what I made my mommy for Mother's Day. It says, the only dependable guidance, the one navigated by our heart.
Why don't you explain it?
Explain what?
See, my confusion is the dependable guidance. Like, I'm here to guide, and yet, are you here to be guided?
So you are totally looking at it way beyond.
So you don't heed my guidance.
Hey, man. Trust me, dude.
I think if you had the chance to ask each of the kids who were in the show what special relationships they formed over the year, they would each mention certain individuals who had worked on the show, but they would also each talk about their own video diary camera.
It's good to have someone to listen to me when I'm talking crazy.
At the beginning of the year, we conceived of the diaries as a very private, safe space for them to reveal something about their feelings and their emotions.
We said to them, you know what, put the cameras in your room, leave them there, don't take them to school. But one of the things we hadn't thought about is if the kids are going to set their cameras up at home, what happens when something happens in school and you want to talk right away?
One day, Abby came to school very upset and just felt, oh God, I really want to do a diary. Of course, her video camera was at home. We immediately took an extra camera and set it up in the room that the crew used to charge the batteries, and boom, there was the always room.
All that anxiety, all this like stuff building up inside is like killing. It's just ready, and I'm ready to burst.
When you've got something to say, the camera's just got to be there. The always room was always there, always open.
Obsessive love is like alcoholism. After a while, you just need it like a drug.
Relationships don't last forever. It's very rare that they do.
I feel like kind of what's left of the marriage,
Here they were engaged in an artistic process of self-reflection on an almost daily basis. And the bond they formed with that camera, with the thing that was recording who they were at this moment in their lives, was very, very special.
Have a good night, Mr. Camera Dude. Take it easy.